Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan God rapper Kendrick Lamar dissed Jay Electronica, French Montana, Drake, and Big Sean in the original version of Element. How do we know that? This is how we know it. I'm not going to play it because I don't want my content to be pulled down. I'm already having a hard time compiling subscribers. Now, when this was leaked a few days ago, I seen a comment from one of my mutuals on Twitter. He said, I was very much highly offended by this. Why was I offended by this? I'll be right back with you guys.
Because here's the truth, these black entertainers, they can't sing just about anything. There's some stuff that'll get them fired, and they get dropped, and they get fired, and they get slapped on the wrist, and they get disciplined all the time. Why? Because sometimes they step over the bounds. A very famous case is what happened with Rick Ross. Rick Ross is the Mammy Two Shoes, one of the many Mammy Two Shoes of our day. He's a black entertainer in a world carved out for him, and a role carved out for him by white entertainment companies. And one day he talked about, in the middle of a song that celebrated dealing drugs and killing blacks, he made a reference to date rape. And when he made that reference to date rape, that set social media on fire. That got 100,000 petitions in 24 hours. Hey, buddy, date rape is no joke. That had white people standing outside of Reebok in New York saying, you better take this seriously. We're tired of a rape culture in America. One line in one song moved the masses. And you know what Reebok did? Did they stand by him and say, hey, we believe in freedom of speech. We believe in freedom of expression. It's just a song. Calm down. No, they fired his tail on the spot. The president came out and said, this goes against our high standards. He's gone against the values of our brand. Shame on Rick Ross. We're disappointed. He doesn't know how serious date rape is. And when I saw that, I thought, wow, how convenient. Isn't that amazing? But here's what really happened. It's not their brand, it's not their values. Rick Ross went off script. He was hired to get black customers, and they think that black customers go with black bait. And in America, black bait is the hyper-criminalized, hypersexualized portrayal of black people. And as long as he had sung about that, the stuff that got him hired, he still have a job at Reebok. But when he touched other sensitivities that affect us, he lost his job.
So there you go. The reason why I was very much offended by this whole thing about Kendrick Lamar and his black rapping and people wanting him to rap the way he rapped when he was dissing his low-class Saiyan peers. The whole point of Kendrick Lamar doing that is because we needed him to do it. There was no one else who was going to do it. He was the only one who had the balls to do it. When you do something like that, you are putting your career on the line because you know what? The industry does not like rappers like Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Drake may have sold way more than Kendrick Lamar has ever done, but Drake has never put out anything that was meaningful. Everything he does is kaioken at best. Might be a smash hit, but it doesn't mean anything. For whatever, I think the one thing he's done that meant anything was, I'm a ball, I'm done for me. I want this shit forever, man. Anyway, if the industry allowed more rappers to put out content that meant something, Kendrick Lamar could rap how the fuck he wants to rap. He would be able to rap like that all the fucking time because there would be more rappers who are like him. So he would be able to, obviously, I think he would step up more still, but there would be more rappers who were in the mainstream who was talking about other things other than money, pussy, and drugs and doing drugs. Like that's the industry standard now. So I just wanted to say, yeah, that's why that offended me. But if we figured out how to get away from these white record companies and all these motherfuckers who are giving these artists shitty 360 deals and then telling them what exactly they need to actually sell their music by essentially putting out trash, then we're able to get more God mode Kendrick Lamar, more aggressive Kendrick Lamar. Don't blame this on Kendrick. Blame it on the trash that comes out today. Blame it on the record business. Because if the record business wasn't the way it was, Kendrick Lamar would have never had to Pimp a Butterfly. Or even Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You wouldn't have to. Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, that might still happen because that's all about being mature and learning. But To Pimp a Butterfly would have probably never come out, never, if the industry was more susceptible to rappers in diverse subject matter. And it's crazy because the same people, and I'm not talking about my Twitter mutual at this point, a lot of people who complain about Kendrick Lamar are the same people who only listen to A lot of people who complain about Kendrick Lamar are the same people who only listen to Drake or something like that. They don't listen to anything that matters. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.